You're watching Two Button Crew.
Go power up, dudes! Yeah!
Yeah, I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
We've got some humongous Nintendo news for you this week.
Yes, we got some little Nintendo news, and then we got some big potential Goomba Nintendo news.
Yeah, some potential Goomba is what we call here at the crew something that is potential.
Yeah, something that is not necessarily guaranteed,
Yeah.
but we're hoping for. We have a leak, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yep, and it got taken off of YouTube. But good news, I downloaded it, so I'm going to share this leak with you guys. Shout out if you're watching live in the chat. Let us know you're here as we get into our Nintendo news for this week. It's a good time to be a Nintendo fan, Simeon, because there's always something happening.
There's always something happening. Like, you can... And I thought this when we first started the show, like, how much Nintendo news is going to come out in X amount of days. And it does, constantly.
So there's a rumor that Konami is bringing a trilogy of WiiWare games to the Switch, and then also adding a fourth new title. And these were a series of games that were called Rebirth. So it was like Gradius Rebirth. That's probably not how you pronounce it, huh? Gradius?
Gradius is how I've always heard it.
Castlevania The Adventure, Contra Rebirth, and I actually didn't play any of those. Did you?
I did not either, but I just read up on them in preparation for this.
Sweet.
And they got really good reviews. In fact, Contra Rebirth in 2009 was nominated by Nintendo Power for Game of the Year.
Oh, wow.
Which
Game
is
of the Year.
Crazy.
Huh.
Anyway, so apparently these games got good reviews.
Wow.
I think that it's cool that they're coming to Switch.
All right. Awesome.
I might play Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth.
And WiiWare is almost about to shut down, so it is a great time for people to port stuff like this.
The jump.
Yeah.
Or I should say,
No,
make
you shouldn't.
the Switch.
Speaking of shutting down, Miiverse shut down, but some very nice and generous fans worked on this fan archive called Archiviverse, Archiverse. And so now you can look through all this stuff.
Sounds like you're a German person trying to pronounce the word archivers. I can't even pronounce it. This is crazy. So you can
it's kind of dangerous.
Look through.
I don't know if we should be doing this.
Yeah.
But we are.
We are indeed.
So I'm just really glad Nintendo didn't make it a point to do this, and as usual, someone on the internet is awesome enough to take the time and do it. But not only is it these posts, it's also their replies to them.
That's insane.
Yeah. And I haven't looked through this before because the site was actually so slammed when it launched. But it seems like it's working great. All the replies are here. Ooh, that's a really good Koopa one.
It is.
I mean, you gotta hand it to Miiverse artists. They did things that I have no idea how they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's history.
Yeah.
It's history. It makes me happy to see it being preserved. Internet preservation. I know that that's a passion of Glenn's as well.
We should talk about the preservation of Miiverse on our upcoming video game preservation podcast.
Yes.
We both played Zero Drifter, correct?
Yes. I haven't played too much. I'm not very far into the game, but it seems to be pretty good.
Yes, it's made by Atui.
Atui?
Yeah.
Atui!
And maybe Atui became the developer after Zero Drifter originally released on 3DS because that company split. So now the 2D games are handled by Atui, and that's Jules Watsham, faithful Nintendo developer, indie studio. And yeah, he's bringing Zero Drifter to the Switch. This will follow his other Switch game, Mutant Mudds Deluxe. So I'm waiting to get Mutant Mudds for the physical version. And this one is a pretty cheap game, so I doubt it will ever merit a full cartridge. How much did it cost? Like $5?
$5, I think, maybe.
But
maybe
worth it.
$3.
I'd say it's worth it because it's like a loving nod to Metroid.
It is, and it's fun. It's easy to control. It's simple to get, and it's difficult as well.
Yes. Drifting through the stars. More intel soon. Zero Drifter. And I think he said he's bringing like 3 games to Switch in short order. So, hey, he's got the same Joy-Con scheme I do.
He does.
Unless those are Mario Red, but I'm pretty sure they're Neon Red.
They almost look like different reds, but that could just be the filter and or the angle in the light.
He's got some kind of rustic office going on. It's cool.
He does. Some sort of...
What do you think about this next story, Simeon?
That Switch is the fastest selling home video game system of all time in the US.
Oh boy.
I think that is amazing.
Wow.
When I saw that, I'm like, way to go, Switch. Selling faster than the Wii in its first 10 months.
At least in the United States.
At least in the United States.
I mean, when a company is this specific, it's for a reason. If it was more than the United States, then they probably would have said that. So it's still an amazing accomplishment. I mean, outselling PS4, PS2, Wii U.
Yeah. But, it doesn't talk about handheld systems, of course. The DS was huge.
Yeah, home video console. And I wonder if they would also make a spin on a story where Switch is the fastest portable selling console if they had that.
If they had that, but, it's hard to beat what they've already laid down.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me too much, but it is crazy to hear that it is doing so well.
Yeah, and speaking of sales numbers, I believe that is 15 million right there. So Kimishima would like to sell 20 million in Switch's second fiscal year. So March 2018 to March 2019.
So they would be at 35 million.
An additional 20 million. And I mean, we're not at even the start of that fiscal year yet, so.
Right, that's true. That's some ambitious goals, but hey, if he is shooting to outsell the Wii, and he's already on a good start, so we'll see.
I didn't think this would ever happen.
You didn't think it would happen?
No.
I didn't think that it would happen either, but they've definitely given themselves every advantage that they could.
Yep.
And when Metroid comes out, that's gonna blow the lid off of it.
It is. So we have one more news story before our leak. This one is the most played Switch games. Straight from Nintendo. This was in the news section.
This surprised me a little bit, honestly.
Do you use your news section?
Never. I never click on it.
I think it's a good idea. I don't use it because I have a Japanese account, so a ton of Japanese news in there. Mm-hmm. So I just don't even bother. But they did release one really interesting story on there, which is what people have been playing the most time-wise. What should we do? Read them all?
I guess so, from 20 to 19.
Okay.
So we have Rocket League, Disgaea. Oh, do you want to alternate?
No, I don't.
Disgaea 5 Complete, FIFA 18, 1-2 Switch, Pokken Tournament DX. That kind of surprises me that Pokken Tournament is already being outplayed by 1-2 Switch, which I thought would be much higher up on the list. Anyway.
Wait, you mean outplaying 1-2 Switch?
Yeah, like more people are spending more time playing Pokken Tournament
than
they have played 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, they're doing the competitive thing with Pokken.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Sonic Mania, Lego City Undercover, an older game. Fire Emblem Warriors, which surprised me that it was even on this list.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, NBA 2K18, which surprised me that FIFA isn't above it. The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus.
Shout out to... Oh no. I see his name all the time, and I'm just, for some reason, blanking on it right now.
Ed McMillan?
Not the developer. Someone I'm friends with on Switch, a crew member. And then it just popped right back out. Come on. Andrew is either his first or last name, and he has put in over 400 hours to this game.
Holy guacamole. Now, that's a procedurally generated game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a roguelike.
Yes. So it's endless fun.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim, ARMS, Mario and Rabbids, Stardew Valley, Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, which I didn't know if it was even going to have that much steam, but apparently people aren't bored of this game.
Yeah.
It's been out for... That's a testament to the developer.
Yep.
Way to go, Notch. Notch, is that his name? Yeah. Splatoon 2 is number 4. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does not surprise me at number 3. Super Mario Odyssey surprises me that it's already the second most played game.
Definitely.
Now, I know that is the number of units, like the number of games sold.
Yep.
But like the replay value of that game. Does it have that much replay value, or is it just the number of cartridges out there?
Yeah, I'm confused by it too. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey actually has a higher attach rate now than Zelda.
That's insane.
But anecdotally, from what I've seen of my own profile and a bunch of other people that I'm friends with on Switch, is that Zelda usually sits at around 150 hours, and I've only seen Super Mario Odyssey really get up to about 35.
Right.
Even for Mr. Glenn from Two Button Crew himself, who prefers Super Mario Odyssey as Game of the Year, still plays Breath of the Wild more. And yeah, once you get all the moons in Super Mario Odyssey, I think you're kind of done with that game.
Yeah, but Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course, is number one. Mm-hmm. That doesn't surprise me. I would like to see what the gap is between the number 2 and number 1 spot, though.
Yeah.
Because the amount of replay value in Breath of the Wild has to be way bigger, even though I think the number of games sold is going to be higher on Odyssey, despite what I had to argue like a year ago.
So guys, we have a leak. This is a video that I'm going to play for you, and it's just going to be muted, so we should comment over it, what we're seeing. And this is a supposed beta of Switch firmware 5.0 planned for release in February. Now, we'll talk about it more after it's played, but some people aren't sure whether it's fake or real. This was released on YouTube yesterday, and I downloaded it just in time. So let's have a look-see, shall we? All right, so right off we have folders. We have more apps like YouTube
and Crunchyroll and Twitch.
Yes. And then I think the next thing he's going to do is rearrange things. So you can sort by custom, most played, alphabetically, and then one other method, which I forgot. No new icons on the bottom, so that's all the same.
And the lounges, online rooms.
Only supporting a few games, at least in this beta.
Mm-hmm.
First-party Nintendo stuff. And then you're able to invite friends. So there's all his Nintendo employee beta testers with the same stuff. Yes, Glenn, Simeon's drinking milk because we are going to be doing cereal stuff.
Yeah, you'll see in a little bit. Exactly
microphone that you can plug directly into the Switch. You can manage your room on the quick home menu, which is awesome. What else? I forget what he does. Oh, cloud storage is up there in the right.
Ooh.
There's only like 2 gigabytes of it. And themes.
Themes, which is something that we talked about on our last podcast.
Even extending to the menu. Now, that theme doesn't look that good when it's covered up, when Link is covered up by a bunch of icons.
But it is a little bit more cinematic than just white.
Yep. So Thierry says, I don't think that video is actually real. Now, GameXplain actually put up their own take on it, and they said it was really well done. They checked everything you would expect GameXplain to check, like the clock advanced in real time, which is good, and is usually a giveaway of fake stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is a video, not a picture. Video is so much harder to fake.
Yeah.
A lot of people in comments have said if he took the Switch out of his dock and showed it on the handheld, that would have lent it a lot more credibility as well, which is true. So we just can't be sure. And the thing that makes me cautious is so many of those things are too good to be true.
Yeah, that is true. That's what is kind of like, whoa. To me, I think it's one of two things. Is that it's either, one, it's real, which I kind of lean toward because of how much like he goes into the stuff and alters it.
And it's seamless, and it reacts and sounds exactly like you would expect the menu to.
It does. Or it could be that he has hacked his Switch.
Yep.
And that's my other explanation as to what happens, how he was able to get the theme in there. Because the theme is the actual only thing that we see function. The other stuff could just be superficial, like things that he's, okay, maybe you can move the menu around. Like, you could conceivably hack a Switch to do that without needing a huge update. But the rooms, we didn't see the rooms function. We didn't see certain things function. And so it's conceivable that he hacked the Switch to act as if those things were real.
Yep.
I think that's conceivable, but I think that it could be legit. That's what I'm leaning toward.
Okay. Yeah, I think if this is a fake, it's extremely well done.
Yeah.
Almost bulletproof. Some people on Twitter, like you can find if you start doing some research into this, they've zoomed in really close. They've noticed that like one G is different than another G, which could just be a font thing. Like the G in the Legend of Zelda theme is different than the G in whatever was up in the corner. There's that. What I also thought might be missing was you didn't see anything new like manage your new paid online account subscription or anything in the settings, which would probably be right there along with the functionality for creating rooms and stuff. Like I don't think we're going to get that before we start paying for the online service. And I don't know, maybe you go into the eShop and you pay for your subscription and manage it there. But I think we'll find out soon, probably on a January 11th Direct, whether or not this is real or fake, because January 11th has been highly rumored and also leaked to be an upcoming Nintendo Direct.
Ooh.
Saw a funny meme on Facebook. It was like a druggy guy. He was like, "You got any of those Nintendo Directs?"
Yes. I've seen those memes.
Yeah. So there you go. I was really excited by this video. Hats off to the faker if it's fake, and hats off to us for getting a ton of awesome features that we've been requesting all at once if it's real.
If it is real. And hats off to us for catching it. You posted this on our admin Slack and you're like, watch this before it gets taken down. And I was like,
it did get taken down. So that makes me wonder, does Nintendo take down fake stuff? Or do they take down leak stuff? Or do they take down both?
I don't know. I think they take down real stuff.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the crew.
Don't forget to comment in the live stream what you're thinking about this news, especially the leak. Continue to comment through the rest of the stream. We love seeing your guys' comments. And also, if you're watching the playback, comment on the playbacks as well, because we read those and respond to those sometimes. We at least read them.
Yes.
So please leave them if you're like, you guys need to change everything about what you do.
Well, someone just commented, Shadow Flame X, play Just Dance 2018. We did, buddy.
We just did. So if you want to watch that, you'll have to wait for the playback coming up.
Yeah.
Coming up tomorrow.
YouTube channel.
Sometime soon.
See you guys next time.
Signing out.